What's up YouTube, Jay Traveling here, and today I got some more Octominers together, so let's talk about it in this video. This one I got two more going now, all 30 series cards, but I did have one LHR card that I did put in it, and it's that 3060 Ti LHR MSI card. But in this one, you know, I shut down 3 of my rigs. My one Windows PC, that was a 4x GPU PC, was 2 3060 Ti's and 2 3070s that are all actually it was 3 3070s and a 3060 Ti, all non-LHR. And then I shut down my temporary rig, which was actually full 6 GPU rig, all non-LHR 3070s. And then I shut down Tuffnutz to put into an Octominer, and I was going to shuffle some cards around and build them out. So I got them all shut down pretty much. It's pretty, you know, upsetting a little bit to see all the rigs off not mining, but it was just for a short period of time. Now, before I did put these together, I did take each card outside, like 2 to 3 at a time, and I dusted them out with my air compressor. I didn't just slap them right into the rig. They've been mining some for over a year now, so I wanted to get them nice and clean as much as possible without tearing the card down before putting it in there. Then I did put together the 2 rigs. Now the first rig I put together is a mixed match of cards, and I named this one Frankenstein because it's just random GPUs that are all 3060s and 3060 Ti's with the one LHR, but mainly all non-LHR. Not that it really matters with all the 100% LHR unlocks, but I still say non-LHR just for the purpose, but they're all inside one Octominer and mining. And then the next one that I put together, this one is a little more uniform. This has all my Asus TUF cards in it, my Gigabyte gaming cards, and then it also has my MSI Ventus triple fan cards, all inside one Octominer, so it looks nice and clean. But once I put the lid on it, you really can't tell. But we'll go inside the computer now, and then we'll check out the actual rigs and what they're obviously mining Ethereum currently, and I'll show you the hash rates and overclocks that I'm using. One thing I do note is that the KO Asus card that I was using, when it was on the rise, I was actually having some issues with it. It wouldn't overclock over 2300 in Hive OS on the memory, but since putting it in an Octominer, it is actually performing just like all my other 3070s. So let's go inside and check it out. So the first one we'll check out here is Frankenstein. Now these have been mining for days now. I didn't just put them together as making this video. I do use the fan curve here for the Octominer so that they're not just pumping 100% all the time. Now when I put my For the Win rig into the Octominers, that may change. I might just pump them 100% because they are GDDR6X memory mainly cards, and they do get hot. But as you can see, this one is 3070s mainly with 2 3060 Ti's. Now the one is the LHR card, which is this one right here. Now I couldn't overclock it over 1350 on the memory or 1600 on the memory, I mean, and get any better hash rate. I was kind of locked in here, and every once in a while I'll go up to about 58 mega hash, and sometimes it'll go down. I have seen it as high as 60 mega hash at some points, but very rarely. My other 3060 Ti LHR EVGA one is actually a much better performer than this MSI one. But this one is mining Ethereum, and it is on T-Rex 26.1. Now I could update it to a later version of T-Rex, but it's been pretty stable, so I'm going to leave it here. And I'm not going to do any ROIs on this because I don't feel like doing a cost breakdown of this rig. It's costed me a lot of money to begin with. And the ROI would be a long time as far as doing it from this point on. But needless to say, all of these cards are paid for. I'm not in debt in any of them whatsoever. So if push came to shove and I did have to liquidate one day, I wouldn't have debt over my head to do so. Not that I'm going anywhere anytime soon. Now, the next rig, Tuffnutz. Now this one did adopt the name Tuffnutz from the original rig. This one is my cleaner rig. It has 6 3070s, a 3060 Ti, and a 3080. Now these are all non-LHR cards. Not that most of you will care because of all the LHR unlocks, but in my opinion, a non-LHR card is still going to be more stable. It won't fluctuate nearly as much as the other ones. Now, the only issue I have is with my 3070 here with the memory temp of 102, which actually isn't too bad. I could probably up the fan and up the fan speeds on the Octominer and get a cooler temperature. but it's not to the point where it's throttling. And I'm getting 101 mega hash, so I may even be able to push the memory just slightly more now that it's in the Octominer, but I'm not going to. I'm happy with that. If you remember on my For the Win rig, I was able to push the memory to get 102 mega hash out of my 13080, but it was also copper modded with a plate. With the Asus TUF, I'm not able to copper mod because of the cooler style. I would have to go with thermal pads. And I've been hearing so many mixed match of these thermal pads are good, these ones suck. I hear G-Lid's great, and I hear the next person say that they suck. So I haven't really gone down that path at all yet, but it is something on the back burner right now if my memory temps do get a little bit hotter. We are going into summer months, so if it still stays at 102 to 104 or lower, I'm probably just going to leave it as is. I'm pretty happy with 101 mega hash as it stands. Now this was my first 3080, so I do have some sentimental value there. And this Asus TUF 3060 Ti is my first 30 series card in general, so there's some sentimental value with that one. And as you can see, these 3070s are clocked a little bit lower. They are, they've been around a little bit longer than all my other ones now. A few of the Gigabyte, I think the gaming edition one, oh no, the Aorus one was the one I had issues with not getting as much, and you can see it down here with a lot of invalid shares. Now, I'm still well above the 99.99%, so I just leave it as is. But I could probably push the memory on these just slightly more and get a little bit more mega hash. But for now, I'm going to leave it as is. But you know, those are the two rigs that I got in Octominers. Pretty happy to get them in there. Just waiting to get one more done, and then I'll have the 4 Octominers that I've purchased. Now, so far, I've been liking the Octominer setup, and may even look in the future to get more of them and ditch the grow tent in general and just go straight Octominer, try and build some type of system where it'll pull cool air in from my basement and exhaust it right out a window. But for now, I'm just trying to manage the heat the best I can. I think last I checked it was 92 Fahrenheit in my basement, which is probably why my 3080 and my 3090s are very hot on the temperatures right now. But you know, thanks for checking this video out. Let me know if you guys use Octominers, what you guys think of them. If you guys like these setups, or if you think I should stick with the grow tent with the open air frames in it, or go a different route and go with the Octominers, just go all out server case style and try and exhaust heat that way. But thanks for checking this video out. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more.